Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Leroy Gangans here, and I'm coming at you again with another Honkai Star Rail Should You Pull banner review. I've done this for all the banners that have, come out, and I'm going to do the same exact thing for the Luocha banner. So, real quick, just in case people click on this, they just want the cut and try of it. I think you should pull for Luocha if you don't have a second healer, period. If you don't have a second healer, I think Luocha is unmissable for you. If you want more of like quality of life, if you don't have Welt as well, maybe Luocha's an option for you, but not as needed if you don't have a second healer. I think that is like baseline, period. Now, if you do have a second healer and you want to pull for Luocha still, all more power to you, but you don't have to. I don't think he's necessarily like that, pretty OP or anything. But as far as 5-star characters go, he's Luocha, right? So we're gonna do a review. So real quick, just go over who's on the banner and talk about if it's worth overall. So of course we have the 5-star character Luocha, right? That's the feature 5-star character, and the feature 4-star is gonna be Pela, Xingzhui, and then Yukong. So looking at this, like, just of the whole banner overall, I don't think it's that worth to pull, like if you're just going to do it for like leisure, or if you're just doing it for a couple pulls to get some pity, maybe you're just like doing it. The 4-stars aren't that good, like they're missable, right? For like Pela is a lot more characters for buffing that you'll probably run rather than Pela, and then Xingzhui, there's a lot more carries that are just better in the game. Yukong will go over as well, but her coming in is pretty good, but still it's not as good as something like Bronya. Ting Yun and her kind of share similar things, but we'll just go over the banner now. So going over Luocha first, let's go ahead and just see what Luocha does, his skills, and then overall how good is he, or how acceptable is he going to be in your team comps, right? So not going to go over his icons. I do want to go over the skills if we can, right? So his normal attack, okay, he just deals 50% damage, scales up to 130%. It's your normal healer, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Skill, however, after using skill, immediately restore the target ally's HP to 40% of Luocha's attack plus 200%. So he scales with attack, not HP here. Meanwhile, Luocha gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower when any ally's HP percent becomes equal or less to 50%. An effect equivalent to Luocha's skill will immediately be triggered by Luocha and apply to this ally for 1 time without consuming skill points. This effect can be triggered up to 2 or again after 2 turns. So it has a cooldown of 2 turns, and of course it starts at 40%, right, with 200 base, and it goes up to 70% with 1020. That is huge. Again, he scales with attack here. All the other healers scale with HP. So especially when you're thinking about MOC, quality of life stuff, Luocha's strong here. That's a like demanding change for a healer. Now again, to make him squishier, of course. So again, when you're thinking of high level MOC, I gotta be careful, but same time you run with a tank like main character, or the what's his name, Zerval's brother, I can't think of his name, Japard, that worked too. Go with the ultimate, removes 1 buff from all enemies and deals imaginary damage up to 120%, and he gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower, which if we go back to the talent here, we'll see what that does in a second. But this scales from 120% all the way up to 240%. And again, this goes off his attack, so he is a healer, okay, but he's also a damage dealer. He does damage. His ultimate is a very big change in that, because the other 2 healers we have, they're just like boom, burst heal. This guy's like boom, burst damage. And he does imaginary, which is I think, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that there's like stuff you can look up on Reddit or charts and stuff. I'm pretty sure imaginary is like one of the highest like weaknesses found in the game, like it's the most common, or one of the most common. So all in all, not too bad to do damage with, right? Go to the talent. When Abyss Flower reaches 2 stacks, Luocha consumes all stacks of Abyss Flower before a field against the enemy. When any enemy in this field is attacked by an ally, the attacking ally immediately restores HP equal to 12% of Luocha's attack plus 60. This field's effect lasts up to 2 turns. When Luocha is knocked down, the field will be dispelled. So that's a lot to unpack here. So 2 stacks, right? And if we look at the scaling, it goes to 21% of his attack plus 0.7, which is pretty good overall. Especially if you're running with something that attacks a lot, like Sealay or something, then that can be even more, pronounced, right? Now let's go over what gives him this stack, right? His skill does, his ultimate does, and okay, so his technique is just a heal, which is a thing you use on the field. Okay, that's fine. So if you use his skill, like, at all, you'll get it, and his ultimate also gives him the stack. So you'll probably have permanent uptime on this field after the first, like kind of setup round that you have with your supports or something. So to be honest, that being a large amount of his healing and the fact that he just kind of has a safety heal does make him into that, like, more attack based or rush based healer. He is definitely going to be something that you're going to look for when you're like speedrunning content, I think. That being said, the heal isn't like, oh wow, that's like super strong, unless you just get a lot of attack on him. In that case, like, more power to you. I'm down with it. But you do have to kind of be thinking of sets and stuff like that. And then we scroll down to the traces here. Let's just go over everything that he wants. Luocha's skill removes 1 debuff from a target ally. That's pretty good for like burns and stuff. Kind of helps with his overall skill or his overall healing or lack thereof, burst healing with his ultimate. After using his ultimate, Luocha additional regenerates 10 energy. That just means you can have more ults per ultimate, right? It's fine. Damage received by Luocha from a single attack cannot be higher than 80% of his max HP. Pretty much that's just one shot protection. He can't just die randomly from something. And if you have a pretty good shielder, that just means he probably won't die from like a strong hit and an AoE afterward, right? So not too bad. And then scrolling, then we'll go over the Eidolons. When the field is active, attack of all allies increased by 20%. That is monumental, especially paired with Yukong, and I'll go over that later. Attack of all allies 20% for Eidolon 1. Damn. Now, you will have to pull a little bit on the banner, but if you want it, there it is. Eidolon 2, when using his skill, if the target ally's HP is lower than 50%, Luocha's outgoing healing is increased by 30%. That's the burst healing that he's missing. If the target's ally is at 50% or higher, the ally receives a shield that can absorb additional damage by 18% of Luocha's attack plus 240, lasting for 2 turns. This, you could probably look to kind of like, taking out your tank in that case and like super buffing your damage dealer. That could be something that you look for, but that's gonna be whatever. Eidolon 3 is the same thing as it is for literally everyone. Eidolon 4, when Luocha feels active, he's become weakened and deal 12% less damage. Okay, like that's not super game changer, but that's like really nice quality of life, especially if you are going to take away your tank, right, or like your shielder. Then in that case, huge. Level 6, when using ultimate, there's a 100% fixed chance to reduce all enemies all type resist by 20%. Okay, so that's just 20% damage bonus, right? So this stack with this 40%. If you go for all the way, more power to you. But at the same time, it's kind of whatever, right? It's not super game changer. The first one is huge, I think. After that, it's kind of whatever. Quality of life, you're just kind of like min max. Let's go over here. His premium light cone, see what it does. Increases the wearer's attack by 24 to 40% after wearer uses an attack for each different enemy target the wearer hits. So again, this is going to be like for speedrunning content, right? For doing like calyxes or large group kind of stuff. Regenerates 3 to 5 energy. It's capping out at 4th actually. Each attack can regenerate energy up to 3 times. Does he have multi? I don't know. After the wearer uses their ultimate, all allies gain speed. So even more powerful with Sealay, right? With that attack buff as well, with like something like Ting Yun or Yukong. Pretty good, but there are some some other lycones you can use here as well. And then I'll leave this link in the description if you want to do more research yourself. So that's Luocha. Overall, again, if you don't have the second healer, definitely pull for him. I don't think he's missable, I'm gonna be honest. Especially if you want to do MOC. Especially like the game's been out for a little bit, people are really starting to get to that point where they can just like touch the or casually do like the first few levels in the MOC. If they just had a second healer, there you go. I know people are gonna be like, but I'm saving for Mommy Kapka. I'm saving for Daddy Blade. We all want them. Okay, we all want them. We know what's gonna have to happen. It sucks. Okay, or it doesn't suck if you're not gonna wail or something, but sometimes you just gotta swipe a little bit, all right, to get all the stuff that you want. But nonetheless, I think Luocha is really good. If you don't have a second healer, if you do have a second healer already, I mean, again, speedrun content, there you go. And imaginary damage, easy peasy. Let's go over the forecasts. The forecasts aren't going to be the reason why you're rolling, I don't think. But I'm just going to go over the eidolons of them and then, see where they kind of cap out at. When Pela defeats an enemy, Pela regenerates 5 energy. She's not going to be your carry or like mainly defeating enemies, especially when paired with something like, what's the name? Yongxing, the ice blade guy, or like Sealay or something. Like, it's kind of whatever. Eidolon 2, when skill, using skill to remove buffs, increase speed by 10%. Is that of her? Just overall? I don't know, but still, kind of whatever. Eidolon 4, when using skill, there's a 100% base chance to reduce target's ice resist. Okay, so there you could like start weaving in more ice stuff, more for like simulated universe for fun. That's kind of cool. I like that. Remembrance. Keep that in mind. And Eidolon 6, when Pela attacks a debuffed enemy, she deals additional ice damage equal to 40% of her attack to the enemy. That makes this one more realistic, but it's still not going to be the reason why you'd run her. I think these Eidolons are pretty shit. Not going to be the reason why you pull. Go up for I said her name at the beginning, but I'm just gonna call her QQ because I keep fucking up her name all the time. So let's go with Eidolons. Eidolon 1, ultimate deals 100% more damage. Okay, I mean, I feel like the reason why you run this character is because of her gamble, right? Her gamba damage. So, I mean, that's fine, and you do get this, but this does not increase this. So, I mean, it's not that good. Eidolon 2, every time draw tile is triggered, QQ immediately generates 1 energy. That's huge because then you get more tiles per tile you're tiling. Sick. I like that. Eidolon 2 is pretty sick. Eidolon 4, after this character's skill is used, there is a 24% fixed chance to gain autarky, which lasts until the end of the current turn. With autarky, using basic attack or enhanced basic attack immediately launches 1 follow-up attack on the same target, dealing quantum damage equal to 100% of the previous basic attack damage. That just makes her into a stronger carry, I think, and then you could do some funny haha stuff with probably like simulated universe follow-up attack stuff. I like that. That's cool. Again, 24% fixed chance is kind of whatever though. It's like for an Eidolon, you're like, oh, that's cool. Not really a game changer. And then for Eidolon 6, recovers 1 skill point after using enhanced basic attack. That's huge because when you run her, especially in any kind of like comp that wants their skill point, she is very skill point hungry, like Pac-Man waka waka skill point hungry. It's crazy. That is actually really good, but everything else kind of whatever, to be honest. And then let's go over Yukong, see what she does. I don't think we have her Eidolons, so I'm just gonna go over her skills. We're getting a free Yukong anyway, I'm pretty sure. It has been leaked, like we're getting it from the story or something. So not have to pull on the banner for her. It's just you want the Eidolons, but I don't think they have been leaked yet. If they have, I'm sorry. I'll go over them some other time, I guess. But normal attack deals 130% of Yukong's basic attack. That's just any other auto attack, whatever. Skill, emboldening salvo, obtains up to 2 stacks of rolling bowstrings, to a maximum of 2 stacks. When rolling bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases by 75%, and 1 stack of roaring bowstrings is removed after every turn. By an ally. Okay, so this is just like for one, attack of all allies by 75% is gross. Like that's, especially with Luocha or something that scales off attack. dude. That's a lot of fucking damage. You can very quickly kill anything in the game with that kind of buff. That's huge. I'm not gonna underplay that. That's kind of OP. Ultimate diving catchal. When using your ultimate, if warring bowstrings is active on Yukong allies, gain crit rate. This increases by 27% and crit damage increases to 62%. At the same time, deals imaginary damage to 361% of Yukong's attack. That's so gross with the 75% attack buff as well, man. Like, I don't know if that is 100% correct, because that seems really strong, especially if that's base level. Even the 62% crit damage is like, what the fuck, man? Gross. Passive 7 layers, 1 arrow, basic attack deals 75% of Yukong's attack, imaginary damage to target, increase the toughness, reducing damage of his attack by 100%. Okay, so this gives you more damage, I guess, but still, like the main reason why you're gonna run her, she's like a support character like Teen Yun, except she gives the buff to all your allies. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like Asta on crack. Like, Jesus Christ. So overall, do I think this banner's worth? Again, I've already like said, if you're not going to need the second healer, it's kind of skippable. We're getting Yukong for free anyway, but Yukong is definitely a star in this lineup. These other two, it's whatever, man. I'm gonna be honest. Shits. Yukong, I don't know what their highlines are. If someone, like, says, hey, they're leaked or something like that, I'll try and like do a link in the description or look better for them. I'm sorry, but at the same time, leaks are leaks, right? It's not 100% guaranteed. That being said, it does come out in 7 or actually 6 days and some hours. So, I mean, overall, I don't think this banner is super high worth. It's just kind of niche if you do need the second healer. I say niche, like a lot of people, need the second healer. But other than that, if you don't need the second healer, I say skip it. Wait for Mommy Kafka, Daddy Blade. Do what you want, right? At the end of the day, it is a game. I say this in all my things. It's a game. Have fun with it, okay? If you want to spend a little bit more money on it because you like the characters, get Luocha. If you don't like Luocha and you want to save for the other ones, don't get them. It's like that. It's okay. Don't have FOMO or some dumb shit. It's okay. These characters will return. They always do. And you know how yo. So guys, if you guys enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you think I missed something or you want to talk about something in the comments below, go ahead and shoot it up. I love discussion. I love community action, interaction, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Peace.